Before there were monsters, before dragons, mermaids, or leviathans, there were gods, beings born from the darkness of the ocean, ancient, powerful, and untamed. They ruled the waves long before humans learned to name them, and some say they still rule from beneath the deep. Welcome back, explorers of the unknown. This is part 4 of our mythical creatures series, where we've already uncovered legendary beasts like Leviathan, Kraken, Ryujin, and Jarmangandr. But tonight, we dive deeper past the creatures and into the deities that created them. These are the forgotten gods of the sea, the ones worshipped in fear, whispered about in storms, and believed to still stir beneath the waves. So stay till the end, because once you meet the last creature, you'll never look at the ocean the same way again. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from and what time is it for you? And make sure to subscribe because it took a long time to make these kinds of videos. Number 10. Tiamat, the dragon mother of chaos. Long before any mortal set sail, there was Tiamat, the ancient Babylonian goddess of saltwater. But she wasn't just a goddess. She was the ocean, endless, merciless, and alive. Tiamat gave birth to the first gods, but when her children betrayed her, she unleashed a storm of chaos, creating legions of sea monsters to destroy them. The young god Marduk faced her in a battle that split heaven and earth. When he struck her down, he tore her vast body in two. One half became the sky, and the other, the sea. Her blood gave birth to all life. Her bones became the mountains, and her spirit became the storm. To this day, every time thunder rolls over black waves, sailors say it's Tiamat's rage, a reminder that creation was born from destruction. Number Azaki, the cursed maidens of the deep and the misty rivers and lakes of Eastern Europe. Stories still whisper of Rizalki, pale beautiful women who rise from the water at night, calling out with haunting voices. But the truth behind them is tragic. Rizalki were said to be the spirits of young women who drowned too soon, betrayed, abandoned, or murdered, condemned by fate. They return to the living world once a year, glowing in moonlight, their laughter echoing over still water. To men who cross their path, they seem like angels, but those who follow their song vanish beneath the surface, pulled down by icy hands. Even today, some villagers still leave bread or flowers by the riverside, not to worship them, but to appease them. Because in the quietest hours before dawn, when the water turns still and the air feels heavy, they say a rusalka is near. Number 8. Mizuchi, the serpent of Japanese rivers in Japan's ancient legends. Mizuchi was a serpent dragon that lurked in rivers, silent, venomous, and vengeful. It could poison the water with its breath and bring floods that erased entire villages. Unlike the wise dragons of later myths, Mizuchi was feared as a spirit of vengeance. It demanded sacrifices, and those who disrespected its waters met quick, brutal ends. One story tells of a brave warrior who challenged the Mizuchi by throwing 3 gourds into the river. He said, "If you are truly a god, sink them." When the serpent failed, he struck, slicing its head clean off. Since then, Japanese villagers have avoided the deepest pools of mountain rivers, believing that Mizuchi still sleeps beneath, waiting for its revenge. Even today, when a stream runs cold and silent, locals say the Mizuchi has returned. Number 7. Morgans, the drowned fairies of Brittany across the misty coasts of France. The sea whispers of Morgans water fairies who live beneath the waves. They are dazzling, immortal, and dangerously beautiful. Legends say the Morgans could charm sailors with their songs, promising love and paradise under the sea. But once a man followed them, he was never seen again. Their most famous descendant was Morgan Le Fay, the enchantress from Arthurian legend, believed to have inherited their power. Her island, Avalon, was said to float beyond the horizon, a realm hidden in fog where time itself stood still. To this day, fishermen on the Brittany coast speak of strange music in the mist, a melody that seems to come from nowhere, yet fills the sea air like a whisper. And they warn, if you ever hear it, never look back, because once you do, the Morgans will take you. Number 6. Pontus, the forgotten god of the deep. Before Poseidon ruled Olympus, before Neptune held his trident, there was Pontus, the original Greek god of the sea. Born from Gaia herself, Pontus wasn't worshipped in temples or prayed to by name. He was the sea, raw, endless, and alive. From his depths came every ocean god and creature that followed. Ceto, the mother of monsters, Nereus, the wise old man of the sea, and countless spirits that filled Greek mythology. But as time passed, his name faded from memory. The Olympians took his throne, and the world forgot the one who came before. Yet, the ancient Greeks believed that when the ocean turned calm and eerily quiet, that was Pontus himself, awakening, remembering, and watching over what was once his realm. The still sea, they said, was not peace, it was respect. The ocean was never just water. It was alive, filled with gods who could create, destroy, and command the tides of life itself. But these were only the first half, because in part 2, we meet deities so strange and powerful, their names were forbidden to be spoken aloud. They didn't just rule the sea, they were the sea. Tell me which of these forgotten gods fascinates you the most. And before you go, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 2 of the Forgotten Gods of the Sea and the rest of our Mythical Creatures series. Let's see how deep the ocean's mythology really goes. Number 5. Pontus. The primordial sea god before Poseidon ever claimed the trident. Before the Olympians rose to power, there was Pontus. He wasn't just a god of the sea, he was the sea. In Greek mythology, Pontus emerged from Gaia, the earth itself. No father, no creator, just the ocean coming to life. To the ancient Greeks, Pontus represented the raw, untamed power of the waters, endless, unpredictable, and eternal. He ruled long before humans or gods existed, when the world was chaos and the sea stretched forever. Some myths say Pontus fathered monstrous sea creatures, dragons, serpents, and even beings like Nereus, the old man of the sea. But Pontus himself wasn't evil. He was balanced, calm yet deadly, nurturing yet destructive. Imagine an ocean so vast and ancient that it doesn't need gods or rulers. That's Pontus, the sea before the world was divided. When water covered everything, even the mighty Poseidon had to respect him, because in the mythic order of the cosmos, Pontus was the sea's true origin. Number 4. Sea Mither. The mother of oceans. From the stormy coasts of Scotland comes one of the most powerful oceanic spirits, Sea Mither, also known as the mother of the sea. She's not just another mythic creature, she's the embodiment of life, warmth, and the turning of the seasons. Every spring, Sea Mither rises from the depths to fight her eternal rival, Terran, the spirit of winter and chaos. Their battle decides whether the seas will be calm or furious, whether the winds will bring warmth or deadly cold to fishermen in the Orkney Islands. Her arrival meant safety, gentler waves, clear skies, and abundant fish. But when her strength faded, Terran storms would return, signaling the approach of winter. Sea Mither wasn't just a goddess, she was the ocean's heartbeat. Her struggle wasn't for power, it was for balance. The legend reminds us that nature's peace always comes at a cost, that even calm seas are born from great battles beneath the surface. So next time you hear waves crashing against the rocks, remember, maybe it's not the tide, maybe it's the echo of Sea Mither's ancient war still raging below. Number 3. Namo. The water beings from the stars. Now we move from Earth's myths to something cosmic. In the mythology of the Dogon people of Mali, there exists a being, or rather, beings known as the Namo. They were amphibious, half-human, and half-fish, descending from the sky in a great arc of fire and water. According to the Dogon, the Namo brought knowledge, language, and civilization. They were teachers, divine messengers sent from the stars, possibly from the Sirius system. What's eerie is that the Dogon people described the Sirius star system with stunning accuracy, thousands of years before modern telescopes could confirm it. So who were the Namo? Gods, aliens, ancient guardians. Some say they were the true origin of humanity's oceanic myths, the reason mermaids, mermen, and sea gods exist across every ancient culture. The Dogon believed that when the Namo left, they returned to the water, promising to come back one day. And that's the haunting part, because the legend says, when they return, the waters will rise again. It's a prophecy that still makes you wonder how much of our mythic past is actually a memory. Number 2. Kanaloa, the ocean god of the Pacific across the vast Pacific, where waves meet volcanoes and the sky seems endless. The Hawaiians worshipped Kanaloa, the god of the deep sea. He was the counterpart to Cain, the god of life and creation. While Cain brought the sunlight and fresh water, Kanaloa ruled the depths, mysterious, dark, and sacred. He was seen as both a healer and a destroyer. His symbol, the octopus. And here's the fascinating part. Ancient Hawaiian legends describe Kanaloa not as just one being, but as a force from the deep, a spirit older than the islands themselves. Some say Kanaloa was the first god to sail the ocean, the one who taught navigation, ocean wisdom, and the secrets of the currents. But others claim he's still waiting beneath the waves, sleeping, until humanity loses respect for the sea. The octopus symbol makes sense. Intelligence, adaptability, mystery in many myths. The octopus represents a bridge between worlds, and Kanaloa embodies that. He's not just a god of water, he's a god of depth, change, and ancient knowledge we've barely begun to understand. Number 1. Tiamat, the chaos dragon of the deep. And now, we reach the very beginning, the first sea monster, the mother of all creation and destruction. In Babylonian mythology, Tiamat was the embodiment of the primordial sea, the salty chaos before existence began. From her waters, life emerged, but when the younger gods turned against her, Tiamat transformed into a monstrous dragon, scales like mountains, a body coiling through the endless sea, her roar shaking the heavens. She unleashed floods, storms, and monsters, including the first dragons and serpents. But eventually, the god Marduk rose against her. Their battle split the heavens and the earth, and when Marduk finally slew her, he used her body to create the world. Oceans became her blood, the sky her ribs, land her bones. Tiamat's death gave birth to life itself. She is chaos and creation. In one, the eternal reminder that from destruction, new worlds are born. Even today, Tiamat's name echoes in fantasy, literature, and legend, from Dungeons and Dragons to modern mythology. But her true origin is far older. She's not fiction. She's the first symbol of what humanity always feared, the sea's endless power to give and to take away. And there you have it, 10 mythical sea beings that shaped oceans, gods, and human imagination itself. From Tiamat's cosmic chaos to sea mythers nurturing waves, each story reminds us of one thing: the sea is more than water. It's memory and mystery woven together since the beginning of time. If you followed our mythical sea creatures series, you've seen everything from Leviathan's fury in Part 1 to the Kraken's terror in Part 2, and the divine ocean gods of Part 3. But this is just one part of a much larger world we're exploring, and the next chapter might just take you into seas that time forgot. So before you dive into the next mystery, make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on notifications, because in the next episode, we're not just exploring myths, we're going somewhere far darker, into the forgotten depths where legends become real.